Hi, and welcome to week 3. I'm your professor, Dr. Teresa Pedersen, and I am so glad to be filming this episode of News and Notes as I enter my last week of digital learning with my elementary students. I know many of you have been teaching during this unprecedented time, and it has been both exciting and exhausting. I wrote each of my students' parents a thank you note and a card for partnering with me as the home teacher, and I delivered a bottle of sparkling cider to their door. And I'm hoping that they'll celebrate as a family on our last day of school, Friday, May 29th. I have had the pleasure of speaking with most of you and have loved the chance to discuss your proposals. I am grateful that you shared your prayer requests, and I'm honored to be on your team. So please do not hesitate to reach out for support. This week, we are working in Benchmark 3. Assignment 1 is to read. I emailed the link to our capstone projects published in the Digital Commons. It is important to read introductions and literature reviews this week. Look at the length, the format, the organization, and the flow of the citations that are supporting the main points. The introduction explains your interest in the topic and a brief background. The literature review is then the synthesis of all of the research that you have read that has been published on the topic. Assignment 2 this week is to write. After you have explored the exemplars, you will write and write and write. And this week, you will turn in a draft of your introduction. This is when you need to engage your cheerleaders and your support staff and ask for uninterrupted time to do your writing. Find a proofreader among your colleagues or your family or your friends who can offer you feedback and guidance before you turn it in to me. Assignment 3 is to journal. In addition, you're going to continue to add to your annotated bibliography. I have been excited to see that many of you are very engaged in this process. If you have not done so, please do not wait. You will want to have 15 to 20 sources for those that are doing action research or a school improvement project, and 20 to 30 sources for those doing a literature review as your capstone. But those are sources cited in your paper, and you may have to read many more than that in order to find the studies that you are going to use in your synthesis. So that means you may have to wade through some clunkers that don't support your topic or fit into your paper, but you're still going to annotate those as a record that you read them and then dismiss them. I added an additional schedule under Benchmark 1 that breaks down the due dates by project. I also emailed this document to your NWC email. This schedule was written by Dr. Hoy, and it clarifies which assignments are due for which projects and deadlines that make sense for those writing literature reviews as their capstone project. It is a very handy chart, and I know that you will continue to refer back to it. We returned to our Army-based chapel this Sunday in small numbers and social distanced in the chairs. When it came time to offer requests, I asked the congregation to walk with each of you in the coming weeks, and the pastor gave me this verse and wanted me to share it with you. 2 Corinthians 4:16 through 18. Therefore, we do not lose heart. Though outwardly we are wasting away, yet inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary troubles are achieving for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. And so we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen, since what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Can't wait to read your work. Reach out to me at any point that you need help, and I'll be happy to either get back to you via email, phone, or Zoom. Thank you. Have a great week.